Happy Friday Eve. We got another 3-game playoff slate. Let's talk some basketball. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back in to another episode for Just a Bet Outside. I am your host, Steven, and we are back to talk some more NBA playoff action. We got game threes going on now as this playoffs keep moving forward. Right now, we are 0-0 because we are recording this at halftime of the Magic and Celtics game. We had to record this video earlier to get it out to you earlier, so there will not be a bets recap, but hopefully we had a 4-0 day by the end of this. So, quick reminder, MLB Best Bets video for Thursday will be out after this one, so go check it out. But of course, any graphics you see in this video are from that incredible app called OUTLIER. And it's the best betting research tool on the market, most user-friendly. I use this every single day. All you got to do is click the link below to join, and you get a 7-day free trial. See what it does for you. But let's get into it. I got a dad joke, so here we go. What do you call it when you cross a turtle with a porcupine? A slowpoke. Alrighty, in this video, it's going to be super simple. We're going to talk best bets, and I actually have one best bet in each of the 3 games, and then we'll finish it with the recap. So hit that like button if you haven't already. Leave a comment below to help this channel continue to grow. If you're new to the channel, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button as we are on our way to 40,000 subscribers. All right, let's get into it, and that means it's time for game 1. All right, this first one takes us out to Detroit, Michigan, where the Pistons host the New York Knicks. Knicks -1, total in this one, 213.5. As you guys know, we're tied at 1 apiece in this series so far. The Knicks played 2 games in the regular season in Detroit. They won 1 of 2. One of them was on like the 4th day of the season by 30, I think we talked about before. But just some quick numbers. Pistons went 22-19 at home. Knicks 24-17. So a little better on the road slightly than the Pistons at home. But here's the deal, guys. I got a best bet. It's a player prop. We're going to get right into it. It is Karl Anthony Towns over 21.5 points at -105 on BetMGM and ESPN Bet. So half unit play here. What a nothing game from Karl Anthony Towns on Tuesday or Wednesday. I don't even know when the game was. In game 2, but they didn't feed him the ball. He was useless in the fourth quarter, especially. Jalen Brunson just decided to force a ton of shots and try to draw a foul. It looked like on every shot. There's just no urgency to get him involved. He only took 11 shots in game 2. That's right, 11 stinking shots. This is a guy who averaged 17 field goal attempts per game. This is kind of a squeaky wheel treatment here, kind of like what we talk about with receivers in the NFL when they don't get the ball much. You usually see that team try to force feed him the ball. I think we're going to see that here because a lot of Knicks players and coaches were asked about this. They didn't really have good answers. Cat didn't know why. He just wasn't a part of it. And of course, some of it's on him as well. But the Knicks did not trade for him to get to the playoffs and for him to not be used. That's just not the case here. I think he's going to go off in this one. In game 1, he only took 14 shots, but guess what? He still scored 23 points. Head-to-head this season versus Detroit, before that game 2 no-show where they just didn't even get him involved, he'd gone over this line in 3 of the 4 games, including that game 1 of the playoffs, taking 18, 17, and 19 field goal attempts in the 3 regular season games. Cat, as we know, has the ability to score from everywhere. He can also get Jalen Duren in foul trouble, so I think using him will make it a lot harder, because right now they're making it a little easier on the Detroit defense when he's not involved, and it's just the Jalen Brunson show. Cat, we know, can hit threes, the mid-range, he can score at the post, he can do it all. This guy can score in bunches. He is a superstar scorer when it comes to that. I said score, not all-around player, obviously, but this is the guy who averaged 24 points per game during the regular season. I love the buy low spot here after a game 2 where it looks like they just don't want to use him or anything. I don't think that's the case. They need Cat if they want to win this series. So give me Karl Anthony Towns over 21.5 points as my first best bet. All right, before we get to the next one, we got to talk about Kalshi. You guys know this is federally regulated in all 50 states. It's like stocks. You can buy and sell contracts, but it's on all world events. I mean, guys, this has everything. As you can see here on the top, you got politics, sports, culture, crypto, climate. That's right. You can bet weather of the day, anything that you guys want. Me and Ryan have had a ton of fun doing this. It is a pretty legit website. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a trade of the day right here. So let's go to sports because that's just what we do, obviously. And we're going to go to the Minnesota Lakers series. You can pick the winner here, right here. So we got down here, as you can see, you got the Lakers are 55 cents, and you got the Timberwolves at 48 cents. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take the Timberwolves to win the series. That's right. They got the home court advantage now in the series. The deeper team, like I told you, I think they got a chance to win it. So we're going to buy 48-cent contracts. I'm going to buy it for $7 right here. And then you can see how many contracts we're getting, the price of it, and then what your payout is as well. And again, you can sell this as the series goes on. You can do lots of things. And then below this, you'll see rules summary for how it works, some different comments of what people think and all that. So it's a pretty cool website, pretty awesome to look at. But for this one, we are going to bet $7 on it. Again, you got to check out Kalshi, guys. If you want to sign up, The link is below in the description, and first 500 signups get a $20 bonus credit as well. So that's what we got. Now it's time for bet number 2. All right, this next one takes us out to Memphis, Tennessee, where the Grizzlies host the Oklahoma City Thunder. Thunder minus 8.5, total 226.5. Here's my preview. This series is a huge mismatch. There is so much more talent on OKC. It is not even close. A sweep is incoming. Let's get to the best bet. It's the Thunder minus 8.5, minus 107 on ESPN bet for a half unit. So let me get this straight. The Thunder kicked the crap out of Memphis by 51-19. Then they go back to Memphis and they move this line down 5 or 6 points because of it's in Memphis. Home court advantage for Memphis is not 5 to 6 points, especially when you're playing a team that is 10 times better than you. Also, the Thunder have dominated Memphis for a while now. In the last 3 games in Memphis, OKC has gone. They've won by an average of 12 points per game. If you don't know already, the OKC Thunder set a record for the largest average margin of victory this season. They won by an average of 12.9 points per game. They roll over lesser teams, and this is definitely a lesser team. Also, Thunder, number 1 ATS record in the NBA. They had the number 1 road ATS record at 25-13-2. Going on the road is not a problem for them. In fact, on the road, they won by an average of 10.4 points per game. Chet Holmgren has been huge for this OKC Thunder team, especially in this matchup. He takes JJJ, Jaren Jackson Jr., and Zach Edey. It forces them to get out of the paint because he's been shooting threes, shooting a lot of them. So they have to watch for him. It makes this bad defense even worse for the Grizzlies when they can't protect the paint like they want to. Home court is barely worth anything in Memphis, in my opinion. Thunder gave up the second fewest points per game on the road and scored the 6th most points per game on the road in the NBA. Grizzlies were actually worse defensively on the road, giving up 118.2 points per game at home. Sorry, the Grizzlies were worse defensively at home, at 115 on the road, 118.2 at home. When the Thunder get up 10, this crowd will be taken out anyway, so it won't really matter. I just think this is an overreaction to the line. Obviously, I know the Grizzlies are the more desperate team here, and maybe they keep it close for a little while. But I think this Thunder team is just way too good. I think this is just a sweep and 4 easy wins written all over it. So give me the Thunder minus 8.5 as my second best bet. All right, this third and final game takes us out to LA where the Clippers host the Denver Chicken Nuggets. Clippers minus 5. Total in this one is 213.5. This has been the most competitive series by far. It's been a lot of fun watching it. 2 close games down to the wire. This leads me to my best bet. It's another spread pick. That's right. Give me the Clippers minus 5, minus 110 on DraftKings for a half unit. So this is what's crazy. And maybe you guys have heard this, but it happens a lot in the playoffs. Let me give you a stat. Heading into Wednesday's game, so I don't know what happened with the Wednesday's game yet. The 19 games that they've played, starting with the play-in tournament games all the way to this, the point spread has only come into effect twice. Has only come into play twice. That means the underdog either wins outright, or when the favorite wins, they cover the spread. So if you're going to pick the favorite, you want to just pick them against the spread. It has not come into that, and that's the case here. I think the Clippers win this game, and I'm just going to take them on the spread because I think they win this one as well. But Denver, we know, is a team that uses the elevation home court advantage very well. They've just been okay on the road. Clippers, on the other hand, have dominated at home. Clippers at home, second best at 28-13 ATS, won by an average of 9.1 points per game. They also have the number 1 against the spread record as a home favorite in the entire NBA. They get the job done when they need to. 20-8 against the spread as a home favorite. Nuggets on the road, 20-21 ATS. They become somewhat average, and it's been like that for the last couple of years now when they go on the road. Clippers are a team like a lot of teams, but they shoot better at home. They're 39% three-point percentage at home, which is the 3rd best home three-point percentage in the NBA. We've seen the Nuggets struggle to defend on the road as well. I expect a bounce-back game from guys like Norman Powell, who hasn't really had his breakout game yet, I guess, in this playoffs. I think he's going to get going. Role players you usually see get going a little bit more at home. Again, Norman Powell hasn't played well. Kawhi Leonard was hit and miss game 1, and they were oh so close to taking both games in Denver. Like I've said before, Jokic and Murray are going to have to carry this Denver team, and the Clippers are a much deeper team. Jokic and Murray have already played a total of 89 minutes in this series, or in the first 2 games. That's significant because of how much they have to carry the load. I love watching Zubac defend Jokic because he's actually someone who can somewhat slow him down. I'm not saying he stops him or anything, but to me, this Clippers team is too deep, too good at home. I think they win and cover. So give me the Clips minus 5. That is my third and final best bet. Of course, any added plays will be in the pinned comments below on X and on Discord. So before we get out of here, let's check out that recap. All right, there it is. The 3 best bets so far. Karl Anthony Towns over 21.5 points, minus 105 on BetMGM. The Thunder minus 8.5 to get it done in Memphis, minus 107. And the Clippers minus 5 to get the job done at home at minus 110. That's right. We got 2 spread picks. one player prop. Let's get some freaking winners. Hopefully it's coming after a sweep on Wednesday as well. But again, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate all the support. If you haven't already hit that like button, I would appreciate that. Hope you guys have a great Tuesday, and we'll talk to you soon.